finishing the exercise 10B. Here I am again with the hints of exercise 10C and 10D. Continuing in the same manner, I will give you another formula for this exercise. Again a very easy one. Base is same, little the change of the formula. This time you have to find the sum of the terms of AP. And children, we will denote by letter SN. Sum of the terms of AP denoted by letter SN. This formula will be used throughout the sum this time. Sn is equal to n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So this formula will be used for exercise 10C. Sum of the terms of AP, Sn. Sn denotes the sum of the terms, where n is again the terms, a is the first term and d is the common difference. Other things will remain same, just a new formula. Now coming to the questions. Question number 1, find the sum of the first 22 terms of the AP. Now AP has been given to me. AP is 8, 3, minus 2 and so on, as we did in the last two exercises. First term A is equal to 8, D is T2 minus T1, that is second term minus first term, minus 5. You want to check, you can do it by minus 2, minus 3 also, you will get the common difference D to be same. So this is A and D. Now this time they have asked you the sum of the terms. So children, S22, S and 22 terms they have asked you. Find the sum of the first 22 terms. S22, n by 2, that means 22 upon 2, that means n is equal to 22, 22 upon 2, 2a, 2 into 8 plus n minus 1, 22 minus 1 into d, d is minus 5, and then just the calculations as we were doing before also. But again, formula to be mentioned, formula to be given in each and every sum. Question number 1, 3 and 4, all the three sums, first, third and fourth, you have to calculate the sum of the terms. Direct application of the formula, Sn is equal to n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Then come to question number 2. It's also very simple. Same thing, how many terms of the AP 24, 21, 18 must be taken to so that the sum is 78. Exercise 10C, question number 2, page 143. How many terms you have to find, and they have given the sum to be 78. That means Sn is given to be 78. And the AP is again 24, 21, 18. So A is 24, D is 21 minus 24, T2 minus T1 and minus 3. Formula is same. Sn is equal to n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Sn full value you have 78. Now this time terms are not given. Full sum of the terms has been given to you 78. So put the value 78 is equal to n upon 2, 2 into 24 plus n minus 1 into minus d into minus 3, because the value of d is minus 3. So you have to find n by calculating. You will get the value of n, because this time Sn was given to you, the sum of the terms was given, and you had to find the number of terms. Little difference, but this type of sum also we have done in the last, only the change of the formula. Again I am writing here formula to be mentioned. Then come to question number 5 and 6. Again children, they are same. I have told you before also, I am trying my best to give you the hints of each and every sum. That is why I am writing it within the same type, so that when you do the sums you don't have any problem. Question number 5 and 6 are same, so I do the sixth sum. Sixth sum is the sum of first 7 terms of an AP. So they have given you the sum of first 7 terms of an AP to be, it is given to be 49. So see, I have been given the sum of first 7 terms of an AP 49. So S7 is equal to 49, n upon 2, that is 2a plus n minus 1 into d, and in this sum I don't know a as well as d, but only 7 means n is equal to 7 has been given to me. 7 terms mean n is equal to 7, so S7 is equal to n by 2, 7 by 2, 2a plus n minus 1 into d, and that is when you multiply it with 49, this will be, you take 2 to the other side, cross multiply, 49 into 2, I have taken 2 to the other side, 49 into 2, 7 2s are 14a and 6d, 7 6 are 42d. This is my first equation. Similarly, they have said that first 17 terms of 289. So, first 17 terms, this time S17. I am writing here to make it more clear. 7, so S17 is given to be 289. So, in place of S17, I have written 289. 17 terms, so 17 upon 2, same formula. 17 upon 2, 2a, I don't know, and 17 minus 1 into d, and d is also I don't know. So I got C, 17 upon 2, 2a plus 17 minus 1 into d is equal to. See, two conditions were given to me, one was S7, second was S17. With that two conditions, I got the simultaneous equations. I took 2 to the other side, that is 49 into 2, this is first equation, second time 289 into 2, this is second equation. Solve them simultaneously to find the values of a and d. Remember children, in 9th I used to tell you that simultaneous equation is very, very important. It will be used in 10th standard, and see almost all the lessons somewhere or else I use this simultaneous equations. Again you will use simultaneous equation to find a and d, and then they have asked you to find sum of first n terms. First n terms means you can find 1, 2, 3 or 4 terms. So when you will get the value of a and d, first term will be a, then a plus d, then a plus 2d, as we used to do in the last exercise. Only the method of finding the simultaneous equation this time will be the different formula of sum. Last exercise we used the formula L is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. That time the last term was given, but this time the sums have been given. So S7 is, and then S49, this gave me S17, then this gave me two simultaneous equation. This is first one and this is the second one as I am marking it. Solve 1 and 2, a and d you will get, and please do all the calculations again and again in the column at least twice. Be very sure, then only you go for the very simple one. Just remember the language, whether the last term is given, whether the sum of the term is given. There are lots of difference between the single term and the sum of all the terms. Then come to question number 7, 9 and 10. Three of them are same, exactly same. I have done one of them, for example 7 sum. The first term of AP is 5, and then L is equal to 45, the last term is also been given, and sum of its term is 1000. Now remember children, whenever the last term is given, then the formula used for sum of the terms will be Sn is equal to n by 2a plus L, second formula. Whenever the last term will be given. If the last term, in the previous question last term was not given, so I used the first formula, that is which I have written on the top of the board. But when L was given or L is given, then I will take the formula n upon 2 bracket a plus L. A I got 5, L I have 45, and the sum of the terms have been given to me 1000. So I wrote 1000 here and upon 2, and this will give me the number of terms. They have asked me to find the number of terms. So number of terms I have found, and they also asked me to find the common difference of the AP. So you can do it. L is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. Last term you know 45, a you know 5, n you have found 40 minus 1 into d, and this will give you the common difference. So whenever L is given to you, the sum of the term formula will be taken as n upon 2 bracket A plus L, and this you have to revise 2 or 3 times. Then only you will come to know about the terms and the formulas. Then it will be very clear. And just remember, once you will do it nicely in boards, when you have to revise the chapters again, only you have to read it. But right now, please do the sums nicely, so that time you don't have any difficulty. Then come to question number 8 and 12th. Both are same. 8th sum is also this: find the sum of all natural numbers between 250 and 1000. And 12th is find the sum of all multiples of 7 lying between 300 and 700. Same way, same method. One is divisible by 7, one is divisible by 9. So I'll do the first one, that is 8th sum. I've done it here. The sum of the, he says that find the sum of the all natural numbers. Find sum of all natural numbers. I have to find sum of the natural numbers which are lying between 250 and 1000. That between means not 250 not to be taken, 1000 not to be taken. 251A and 9 at A. Basically, if I start, 251 should be my first number, that is A should be 251, but I have taken 252 because I had the condition that it should be divisible by 9. So I started with 251, but 251 was not divisible by 9, so I went to 252. Similarly, I will keep on testing until I get the first term. And children, by practice, it comes out very nicely. You don't have to go further then, because when you practice, it comes out very nicely. It comes in your mind. It is hit and trial method. So first term A will be 252. When you will divide by 9, it is totally divisible. And last term should be divisible by 9. So 999 is very sure, very obvious that it is divisible by 9. So this is L, and again A and L is being given to you, but this time they have asked us to find the sum of all natural numbers. So I have to find the value of n here. You can use the formula Sn is equal to n by 2a plus L, or you can use the formula that L is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. Both the formulas, but what to be used? What formula to be used? See, L is 999, A is A plus n minus 1 into d, A is 252 plus n minus 1 into 9, so I'll get the value of n to be 84. Now you must be wondering, the ma'am told us that if I have first term and last term, we should use Sn is equal to n by 2 plus L. But children, I don't have Sn here. Sn, I should know about Sn also. Since I don't know about Sn, I can't use that formula. Out of these three, I should know 4, I should know at least 3. Sn, A and L, then only I can find n. Since I don't know Sn, so I use the first type of formula that I have done in the last exercise also. L is equal to A plus n minus 1 into d. And again I am telling you, this only you will come to know if you will practice again and again. Then only you will come to know whether which formula to be used where, and you will be more clear about it. Practice makes the man perfect, remember that. So n you got 84. Now he has asked us to find the sum of the term. First I found the sum number of terms. Now I will get the sum of the terms. S84, sum of the terms, S84 n upon 2, 84 upon 2, 2a, 2 into 252 plus n minus 1 into d, 84 minus 1 into d, and d here will be 9. Divisible by 9 means common difference is 9. I am writing at the last so that you remember it nicely, that whatever the terms are divisible by will be your common difference. It was 7 in the last question number 12, so you will take d to be 7. But in question number 8, it is divisible by 9, so d to be taken 9. Again, I am repeating this sum. Sum of numbers between 250 to 1000, 251 to 919, you will take A 252 because it is divisible by 9, 251 is not divisible by 9, L is 999, and it is obvious very that it is divisible by 9. Then You can't take the formula Sn is equal to n by 2a plus L because this time sum has not been given to me. So I took the previous formula L is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. This gave me the number of the terms, and at last I had to find the sum of the terms. Sum of how many terms? 84 terms, which I took out as 84, then the method formula, and then you got the answer. Please write the formulas. They carry marks from beginning itself. In every chapter I am telling you again and again, these carry marks. Then question number 12 is also same, you will try yourself. Now come to question number 14 and question number 11. They are exactly same. One of them I will do, let it be 14 sum, a very important sum of the paper. And of course, it comes in choice, maybe in compulsory section also, 3 or 4 marks. Question number 14. The fourth term of an AP is 11, so T4 is 11 as I have written. And then he says that the difference between the 8th term and the twice the 4th term is 5. 8th term exceeds twice the 4th term, T8 minus 2 T4 is equal to 5. Change into terms, a plus 70 minus T4, I have got the value 11, so I directly put it 11, I have substituted here, got the values A and D. Once I got the values of A and D, they asked me to calculate the sum of 50 terms. So same formula, sum of 50 terms as 50 by 2, 2 into A plus n minus 1 into D, and please calculate it, whatever the answer. This is your method of doing it. 1, 2, 3, 4. So question number 14, same method children. This type of sum also we have done in the last 2 exercises, just to find the values of A and D. The only difference is that in this exercise 10C, we are using the formula sum. Sum formula, I am again telling you, Sn is equal to n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Please be careful children. Read it nicely, read the sums nicely, see the video nicely. If there is any problem, you know where to clear and when to do it. Then moving on to exercise 10D. Again a little difference, but again very easy one. Trust me children, they are very easy. I'll give you the hints so that children you can do these sums and find out your doubts. Tomorrow is your doubt clear session from 4 to 4:30, 4:40 maybe. I will clear your doubts, but before that you should do the exercises. That is why I have put all the 3 exercises together. The sums are very easy. It will not take more than 1 hour. Just listen to my video and then do the needful. Now come to exercise 10D. Again, some new concepts I am going to give you. Easy one. Very easy one. Now they have asked me to find 3 terms in AP. Let me tell you, first of all, just I am writing the number, exercise 10D, page, it is 146. So they have asked me to find the 3 terms in AP. The first question is, let 3 terms in AP. 3 terms in AP is A minus D, comma A plus D. I am doing these sums in front of you because I wanted to make you very clear that these type of sums have fixed variables. For example, when you have to suppose the 3 terms, you cannot change the place of the terms. First is A minus D, it will be A minus D. You cannot write A minus D at the right hand side. As I have written the order, you also follow same. 3, let the 3 terms of AP be A minus D, A and A plus D. Then he says, whose sum is 24. So according to question, A minus D plus A plus D is equal to, it says 24. This is first condition, and second is product. Product is A minus D into A plus D is equal to, according to question, it is 440. So nothing difficult, you cancel in the first one minus d plus d cancel, and this will, from 1 you will get the value of a. 3a is equal to 24 or a is equal to 8. Substitute this value a is equal to 8 in the second equation. 1 to second equation, this will be 2 minus d, or you can simplify it. A minus d into a plus d can be written as a square minus d square into 2 is equal to 440. And children, this will give you the value of d. They have asked you to find the value of a and d. Once you get the value of a and d, you substitute in the given numbers a minus d, a and a plus d. So children, try to understand what I am trying to tell you that now this sum in exercise 10d, as I am giving you the order, you will not change it. You will not change the order of the sums. Order of the sum, and I mean that order of the terms you are taking, take in the simple same way as I have given you. Then you put the conditions, find the value of a, find the value of d. If they have asked 3 terms, put the value of a and d as in the same order, and that will be your answer. For example, just to make you understand, I will do the question number 2 also. It is again given the sum of 3 consecutive terms of an AP. Again the 3 terms will be same. A minus d, question number 2, page 146, a and a plus d in comma. And he said that the sum of 3, a minus d plus a plus d is equal to 21. Minus d plus d cancels, 3a is equal to 21 or a is equal to 7. Then he says that, and the sum of their squares. So again, second condition according to question, a minus b whole square plus a square plus a plus b square is equal to 165. So children, it is very easy. Same numbers. First I took the sum and then I took the product square of the sum of the square of the 3 numbers to be 165. You can solve it. A square plus b square minus 2ad. Just one example I am giving you. Solution you can do yourself also. If you don't get the answer, I will solve it for you. This cancels, and this is 2a square, 3a square plus 2d square, which is equal to 165. You can substitute the value of 7. When you will substitute the value of 7, this will be 3 into 7 square plus 2d square is equal to 165. And after calculating, you will get the value of d. I have calculated it. This is d square will be equal to 9, and of course d will be equal to plus minus 3. Now why I have done this full sum? Because I want to tell you something. See, d plus minus 3, you will substitute both the values. First you will do plus 3. So 3 minus, for 7 is a is 7 and d is 3. First will be 7 minus 3, 7 and 7 plus 3. So your series will be 4, 7 and 10. Again you will put minus 3. Then your series will be minus 3 when you put d equal to, so this will be 7 minus minus 3, 7 minus minus 3, because first time I took d to be 3, then I took d to be minus 3. Please remember that. Or then it will be again 7, then 7 minus 3. So you will get 2 forms of AP. First is 4, 7, 10, then is 10, 7, 4. Both the answers to be mentioned. That is why I have done this sum, because calculations you people can do, I know that. But how to present it? Both values to be taken. And please present the AP terms in this way. One AP series, second AP series, don't change the order. If you will change the order, you will not get marks. Then coming to question number 4. Divide 96 into 4 parts. Now I have to find AP series in such a way that it is divided into 4 parts. So first of all, you have to learn the AP order of 4 numbers. For example, if let 4 numbers be right now, you have to learn them nicely, because this is not very simple one, or you cannot take any number you want to. It will be, let the 4 terms of the series will be, I am doing this question number, I think this is question number 4, a minus 3d comma a minus d, a plus d and a plus 3. Children, you have to learn them. Once you will go through them, then you will not forget them. So 3 terms I told you, a minus d, a and a plus d, but 4 terms are a minus 3d, a minus d, a plus d, a plus 3. Then the conditions. Divide 96, so sum of all of them is 96. Then you know, nothing to be done, only calculations. Rest the conditions, only the main part is to suppose the 4 terms of AP. So C minus 3D plus D, 3D cancel, plus D minus D cancel. 4A is equal to 96, or A is equal to whatever the value is. A value will come equal to be 24. This is your first condition. Then moving on to the second condition of the question, that is, it is written that the ratio between the product of their means to product of their extremes. So that is why I was telling you that how important to write the order, because product of the means means center one. Product of the mean, second condition, ratio of the product of mean to product of extreme, a minus 2d and a plus 2d. This is said to be ratio is equal to, given is equal to 15 upon 7. 15 upon 7. So a square minus b square over a square minus 4d square. A minus b, a plus b, we put the formula 15 upon 7. You know the value of a, please substitute. 24 square minus d square upon 24 square minus 4d square is equal to 15 upon 7. Cross multiply and get d. Once you get d, it can be 2 numbers also. If you get 2 numbers, maybe plus minus, then there will be 2 series. First you put with d plus 1, then you put with d minus 1. A you have got 24, substitute to get the series. A minus 3d, a minus d, a plus d, a plus 3d. So I hope you have understood how to present the sums. Then come to the 5 numbers in AP. Now again you have to remember these 5 numbers in AP. They are also little different, but once you will do, you won't be able to forget it. Question number 5. Let the 5 numbers in AP be a minus 2d. Remember 5 numbers. 5 numbers. A minus 2d, a minus d, a plus d and a plus 2d. There is a method of writing it. That is why I am putting stress that you will not change the order. Take it in a similar way, otherwise your questions will be wrong. 5 numbers in AP whose sum is 12 and ratio of first to last term is 2:3. So you add all of them. It is very simple. I hope you have followed it. If you will do it, listen the video nicely, there will be no problem. 2d is equal to, given to me, 12. So you know plus 2d minus 2d cancels, minus d plus d cancel, and 5, a is equal to 12 or a is equal to 12 upon 5. This is your first condition, and second was ratio of first to the last term. First term is a minus 2d, last term is a plus 2d. That is why I am telling you to write in the proper order, and this ratio is 2 upon 3. So children, you solve it, put the value of a in the second equation, you will get d. If you get one answer, then it's okay. If you get 2 answers, you will put both the 2 answers to get the required 5 number series of AP. So I hope I am able to make you clear. Similarly, moving to question number 6, the term difference. I'll give you the hint. Split 207 into 3 parts. So again, 3 parts. 3 parts I have told you. They are a minus d, a and a plus d. So when you sum them, they have given 207. So this is question number 6. Question number 6. This will be 207 minus d plus d cancels, and 3a is equal to 27. You can take out the value of A from here. Then the second condition, product of the two smaller parts. So you understood that first and second are the smaller parts. So according to question, A into A minus D. Don't forget to put A minus D in the bracket. Is equal to 4, 6, 2, 3. Now you have got A from the first part. Whatever the answer you get from the first part, A, that you put in the second. For example, if I get A to be is 207, so A to be 2, 3, 6, 69. So you put here 69, 69 minus D is equal to 4623, or 69 minus D is equal to 4623 upon 69, and similarly, ultimately it will give you the value of D. For example, here I will get D equal to be, you calculate at the rough column means 69 square you can take otherwise, or D after calculating I will get D is equal to 2. D will be equal to 2. So children, I got the value of D equal to 2. So 3 values, I have only one, D is equal to 2 I have got, no plus, no minus. So my answer will be A is 69. So first will be 69 minus 2, then 69, then 69 plus 2. This is one of the very, very important sums, and so many times it has come. This is question number 6. This has come in the ICSE also, in pre-board also. Question number 6. So the answer will be whatever 67, 69 and 71. In the series, let the three numbers be. And presentation, I have told you before and I am repeating it again and again. Be very careful, write according to question and present it nicely, put the rough column, show the calculations. This matters, this will carry marks. Then come to question number 8. 4 numbers in AP. I have already explained what are 4 numbers in AP, and they have said whose sum is 20 and sum of a square is 120. You can do it. There's no difficulty in it now. Now come to question number 9. This is again a new one, but we have done before also. Insert one arithmetic mean between 3 and 13. So one arithmetic mean between 3 and 13. 3 and 13. Arithmetic mean between 3 and 13. Arithmetic mean A dot M between 3 and 13. Very simple. Just add the 2, divide by 2. 16 upon 2, that is 8. So your number will be 3, 8 and 13. And if you want to verify it, 8 minus 3, 5, 13 minus 8, 5. So this is an AP. This is said to be arithmetic mean. Arithmetic means extremes sum divided by 2. Sum of the extreme divided by 2. Now see, it is then mentioned in your syllabus that simple applications of the formulas will come. So all those questions which are simple application of the formula, I have discussed with you. This is the only syllabus with you this time. 10E is not in your syllabus for this year, and 10F is the mixture of all the sums of A, B, C, D. See, all the sums means question number 1 to 16, that is 1 to 16 you will do, then 20, 21, 23 and 24. These are all in your syllabus. You just do the simple applications of the sum. 1 to 16, each and every sum, each type I have explained, they are all from the exercises A, B, C and D. If there is any problem, your teacher is always there for you. Tomorrow in the doubt clear session, I will try my best to solve maximum number of your doubts. But then also, if we are not able to finish it, you are most welcome on WhatsApp group. I am always there for you children. My purpose is to make you understand, and so that most of the children you go above 95 this time. So all the best children, try to do this exercise, very easy one.